In 1998, this brilliant 22-year-old named Dennis managed to steal $16.7 million from various Las Vegas casinos without anyone realizing. His brilliance as a criminal mastermind remains largely unknown, and for years, the casinos were completely unaware that they were being robbed under their noses. Dennis's journey into the world of crime began when he was 20 years old. Living in Chicago, he was an aspiring locksmith. He had a natural talent for opening locks, which led him to work with the Genovese crime family, one of the most powerful organized crime groups. They saw potential in Dennis and used him to break into cars, homes, and jewelry stores, making him an invaluable asset. One day, his luck ran out and the police caught him. Dennis was faced with a tough decision: inform on the crime family and risk being killed, or stay silent and go to prison. Choosing loyalty, Dennis kept quiet and was sentenced to nearly 10 years in prison. After getting out, Dennis decided to move to Las Vegas. He changed his last name to Nightcrash to start fresh. Las Vegas was full of casinos and slot machines, which he saw as a great opportunity to make money. A few days after arriving, Dennis found himself playing slot machines in a casino. Although he had never been much of a gambler, his interest lay in understanding the security mechanisms of the slot machines. He aimed to find a way to open them undetected and trigger jackpots. At the time, slot machines were mechanically simple, relying on a lever to spin reels and complete a circuit to release payouts. Dennis bought his own slot machine and began practicing his locksmith skills on it in his small Vegas apartment. He quickly learned how to open the machine's outer casing using a thin sheet of metal. However, he faced a challenge. The machines were equipped with alarms that would go off 5 seconds after being opened. This delay allowed casino staff to access the machines without causing a panic. He practices this sequence over and over again in his apartment. Before long, he can complete the entire process in 15 seconds. For nearly a decade, Dennis drove Las Vegas casinos to madness. He discreetly opened slot machines, disabled their alarms, adjusted the reels, triggered jackpots, and walked away unnoticed. He stole $10 million over thousands of visits without leaving any trace of tampering. In 1986, Dennis slipped up. He targeted a slot machine he had emptied several times before, timing his actions perfectly with the shift change in casino security. However, a new, eager employee caught him in the act. Dennis was arrested and sentenced to another 5 years in prison. Undeterred, Dennis began plotting an even more elaborate scheme while in jail. Technology had advanced, and casinos were replacing old slot machines with new electronic ones, which included video displays and computer chips. Dennis needed help to navigate this new technology, so he reached out to Eugene Bino, a tech-savvy member of the Genovese crime family. Together, Dennis and Eugene cracked the code of the new slot machines. They developed a handheld device that could corrupt the machine's software for a limited time, allowing them to repeatedly trigger jackpots. However, it faced challenges with collecting the winnings, as modern machines often printed winning tickets that had to be redeemed at the cashier. Additionally, surveillance cameras were now ubiquitous in casinos. Dennis assembled a team of petty criminals to assist him. Each member had a specific role, from blocking surveillance cameras to redeeming jackpots. They executed their plan with precision, hitting multiple casinos along the Vegas Strip and amassing millions. In November 1996, the team made their first move, earning $30,000 without raising suspicion. Over the next 8 months, they continued to cheat various casinos. However, Dennis knew that they needed to regularly rotate team members to avoid detection. On July 4, 1997, Dennis and his team attempted their biggest heist yet at Harrah's Hotel and Casino. They succeeded, walking away with $3.7 million, of which Dennis took $2.6 million, accumulating nearly $16 million in 7 cars. The stakes continued to rise, culminating in a plan to win the $17 million megabucks jackpot in 1998. However, their success attracted attention. In Phoenix, Arizona, the FBI interrogated one of Dennis's former team members, who revealed his involvement in exchange for a lighter sentence. This betrayal led to Dennis's arrest. The FBI found 2 slot machines, locksmith tools, $300,000 worth of antique furniture, and the device used to cheat the machines in his home. At 57, Dennis Nightcrash was recognized as one of the greatest slot machine cheats in history. He was sentenced to 7.5 years in prison and entered into Nevada's Black Book, effectively banning him from all casinos. Despite being offered a lighter sentence in exchange for information on other criminals, Dennis refused to cooperate and served his full sentence before passing away in 2010. Dennis's story shows how a smart mind can be used for both good and bad. His life was filled with risk and clever schemes, making him a legend in the world of casino crime. If you enjoy crime and mystery documentaries, make sure to follow me now. I'll see you in the next video.